Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here today on ESGNet LP, as we're back here for NCAA Football 14, and this is the Stanford Cardinals Online Dynasty, episode 29, and we are in week 14 as the Notre Dame Fighting Irish are in town today. And there you see we are ranked number 4 in the nation after a nice win over Cal last week, and we bumped them down a notch or two. As you see, 3-8 for Notre Dame. Not a normal year for Notre Dame. As you see, Kirk Herbstreit is our favorite here this week. We're currently 9-1 overall, but 7-1 in play in the Pac-12. And there you see Notre Dame. They lost to NC State, Michigan, Boise, BYU, Rice, Middle Tennessee, Navy, ECU. They only got a win off of looks like Mizzou, Miami, which both of those games were on the road, and Syracuse. So it's been a tough year for the University of Notre Dame. As Daltrey there, over 1,000 yards passing and over 500 yards rushing on this year. He's had 7 rushing touchdowns, 13 passing touchdowns, but 11 interceptions. This is not your normal Notre Dame team like in years past. You know, there's been times Notre Dame has not played very well, but this is really unusual for them. Let's just take a look at the top 25 poll, and the Level 8 Lions, of course, at number 1, 9-0 record. Air Force 11-0, and there you see us at number 4 this season. Take a look at the rest of the top 25. Kansas knocked down from number 13 down to 25, and they're hanging on to that 25th position there for themselves. As you take a look there, you see the team stats in this one. Our job here is just to play a decent game here. You know, talking to Coach TJ Bonds, he says, you know, he's not going to take this team lightly. He knows Notre Dame can be a problem, especially when they're desperate. They're 3-7 right now, not going to a bowl game this year, but they're still a team that could really rattle our cage. And one thing he says that they're going to have to watch out for is the pressure that they could give to Davis. And you see Walker's going to run this one for a 1-yard gain. So there's no big surprise. They're just going to stay. They're going to have the same kind of, try to have the same kind of feel, kind of play that they did against Cal last week there in Berkeley. And as you see, the 14-yard reception there for Brian Fields for the first down. And of course, Davis talking to him during the press conference there. He says, you know, he's not going to take this defense. He knows his defense is good. He knows that this is an important game to them because really, truly, regardless of the records for either schools, this is the one game that both schools look forward to every single year. Both the fans and the universities look forward to these matchups. And it doesn't matter what the record is, they got to come out and play and win. So we'll see if Davis can bring home a victory here at the farm, as Murphy gets a nice 17-yard reception on the first. And that is going to be a nice first down there for the Cardinals as they go ahead and go for a new set of downs here. Hand this one off to Walker again. Walker going up the middle, and that is a 3-yard carry for a gain of 4 yards on the play. As the number 4 Stanford Cardinals here trying to go for that national championship this year. A lot of people felt that they had it, but of course we had that loss early in the season, which I guess kind of helped them out in some ways, but in other ways it kind of also kind of hurt them, as we just didn't really think we were able to bounce back after that loss to Oregon against a 75, 76 rated second string quarterback that got on us. There you see Barber. That's what I was talking about in the last episode there. He's been dropping passes, and usually that route there he runs there on that play, he can catch that. But I guess it wasn't in the right spot there from Davis. As McIntyre here is going to run this one. That's going to be a 5-yard carry as they go for it there on 4th and 1. So Coach Bond says, hey, everything's on the table. Anything in that playbook is up for grabs. And they'll definitely use it. And that's what they did there on the 4th down. 2 minutes left here in the first quarter, I should say. Get ahead of myself here. It's still no score. Davis here throws this one as he gets hit. He gets tattooed pretty good there, but he gets that one to Murphy for a gain of 18 on the play. And that's going to be a new set of downs as now they're in Fighting Irish territory. 1st and 10 here, a minute 35 here in the first quarter. As Davis scrambles here, looking down the field, looks for Black. Thomas Black gets the catch. That's inside the 5, and that is going to be a first down as we go to a 1st and goal now for the Stanford Cardinals. And we'll see a 1st and goal. Davis here quickly looks there, fires, throws that one to Barber, but Barber with his hands of stone drops it. Again, that is not like him. And of course, he doesn't have the best catch in traffic, but he's known to get those kind of passes there, in really tight situations, especially in the red zone here. As we see a quick pass there to Barber, and again we get this one to him, and this time he's able to hold on to it, and that is going to be a touchdown for him and for the Stanford Cardinals. And they're on the board here first with a 7-0 lead, as that is Barber's 12th touchdown now of the season. So we'll see. Of course, I should say that game that we had against Cal was actually 2 weeks ago, because we did have a bye week last week, and now we're getting ready for this game here. So both teams are, or at least for us, Stanford is really well rested, ready to go in this one. As we take a look here, just less than a minute here left in the first quarter. We lead by 7, and we'll see Jack here throws this one quickly there to Johnson. Cronin's there for the tackle, and Joe Johnson gets a 15-yard reception. Big wide receiver there. Looks like more or less it should be a tight end there, but wide receiver gets the catch. Mike Neal is going to get stopped for a loss of a yard there from Smith, and that is going to be it for the first quarter as we lead this one at 7-0. Go to the second quarter here. We'll switch up sides now, and we'll see a 2nd and 11 here as Notre Dame still has the ball, and this goes to Pollock, and Pollock is going to take this one and going to run the ladder there on the sideline, and that is going to be a touchdown. 46 yards on the reception. Nick Jack going to Eric Pollock, the tight end, and that now ties this one up now 7-all here. What a way to start off this second quarter, as that's a nice reception. Try to get that tackle there, but just could not wrap him up. Pollock is in the end zone. So take a look at the studio update there. UNLV trailing right now to New Mexico State as they started that one there. 7-0. As UNLV only got one win so far this season. They're 1-10 here in the Pac-12. 1st and 10, as we'll see Davis now here run off to the right-hand side here. Davis throwing this one there quickly to Fields, and Fields gets a 9-yard reception for the first down. Remember, we do have relegation in the Pac-12, so the bottom teams in both the divisions, one in the West, or excuse me, one team in the North. And oh, that's an interception there by O'Neal. And that is going to put now the Fighting Irish there in great territory now here to get the catch, as the linebacker O'Neal keeps eyes on the QB. And that is the interception there. That is the 15th interception now from Davis here for the season, his first one of the day. Can't make that a habit here. It's been actually been a habit so much here this season as Neal runs for a yard there on that play. But what I was saying was, we do have relegation in the Pac-12. We team up with the Mountain West, and of course, the worst team in the North and the worst team in the South both get relegated down to the Mountain West. And as for the Mountain West teams, the top teams from the Mountain Division and the top team from the West Division of the Mountain West will, of course, get called up And we'll see here, well, I don't know if they have division anymore in this, at least in this online dynasty, I'm not for sure, but just basically the top 2 teams from the Mountain West will get called up into the Pac-12. So we'll see a change of that next year, and we'll talk more about that during the offseason. Jack throws this one there quickly, and that one's not going to get in the end zone. It's a 4th and goal, and they look like they're going to kick a field goal here in this situation. With 3:04 left here in the first half, the kick is up, and the kick is good, and they lead this now by a field goal, 10-7. So Davis now has some work to do here for himself and for this team. As you see a handoff there to Walker, as Walker gets a gain of 4 on the run. And we'll see what they can do now here on 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6 now here for the Stanford Cardinals, as Davis here has McIntyre in motion. Looks like it's going to be a play action call. Play action there to Barber, of course, and that is going to be a quick pass there. 24 on the play. That's a first down. Move those chains. So move the chains now here. Another play action. Davis here looking for Barber. Can't find Barber. He's going to go ahead and run this one himself and gets a gain of 15 on that play for another first down. Like I said last episode there, if you can get Davis running early and he has called his own number here to get a pass play or a situation not like this, but loses 10 on that play there. Kellen O'Neal gets that sack there on him, loss of 10. But if you can get Davis running quickly out of that out of the backfield there, and they don't notice him, he is a runner as he makes a great throw there to Barber that time for a gain of about 16 on that play. Makes it now a 3rd and 1. And this one off to Walker. Walker finds a first down marker, trying to get away from trying to find a hole there, but he does get enough there for the first, as it makes it now 1st and 10. 40 seconds left here before the end of the half. Davis drops back in the pocket here, looks, heaves this one up there. That was intended, I believe, for Barber, or maybe Murphy there, but it's going to be a incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. Barber gets another throw towards him. 16 yards on the reception. And that's a new set of downs. 1st and 10. 20 seconds left here. All 3 timeouts remaining here for Stanford. Down by 3 points. Davis here runs this one off to the right-hand side. Davis looks, fires, throws this one at the back of the end zone there to Fields. Brian Fields, 9 yards on the reception. And that is Fields' 4th passing touchdown this season. It makes it now a 14-10 ball game. 5 seconds left here, or I should say 9 seconds left here. Neal gets the ball there. Mike Neal, gain of 3 on the play, and that is how the first half is going to end. As you take a look there, we have a slim margin right now, 14-10 in this one. And honestly, I didn't think, I kind of knew that it's going to be a tie ball game because these two teams really hate each other. But, I also kind of look at their record and I figured, like, okay, maybe this will be the game we'll get lucky. We can run up the score, bring in, we can bring in some extra players, bring in some of the scrubs in, the second string guys in there. But no, Notre Dame staying with it there, and they're staying on pace here. And of course, like I said, this is a big game for both teams here. This is senior day. If anything, I just realized it's senior day for both teams, and this is the last chance now for a lot of these guys that got some NFL potential, like Baker or like Barber, Murphy. Last chances now for them to really improve their draft stock here and show what they can do. And of course, Barber. I mentioned this earlier in this season that Taylor, he is wanting Barber really bad for his Tennessee Titans team there. He is really impressed because the way I use the tight end there. So we'll see where he goes at. I told Taylor to keep me up to date once because they're still playing on the Madden series there that I did have here on the channel, but for whatever reason my game decided to freeze up. It still does that to this day. But we don't have that series anymore with the Eagles. But eventually we will have a new series of Madden type of series here coming up here very soon here on the channel. But 2nd and 2, and we'll see Jack here throws this one up there to Montgomery. Montgomery gets the catch, and that's a gain of 14 here as they're trailing by 4. And this one, 14-10, number 4, Stanford trying to do their best to get this team off the field. As you see, Notre Dame, Carter there gets a 3-yard reception, and that's going to be a 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7 here at midfield. Davison in motion there for the Fighting Irish. Neal gets the carry and runs over Watson, but he's been wrapped up there for only a gain of 4 on that play, putting him at a 3rd and 3. Jack here calls his own number instead. Jack going down the field. Jack breaks off a tackle from Harris, but gets wrapped up by Mosley, and he gets 18 yards on that carry for a first. 1st and 10 for Jack as he hands this one off to Neal. Neal gets hit hard. A loss of a yard on the play. Try to get that ball away from him. Try to rip it out of him, but couldn't. Jack now calls his own number here for the Fighting Irish. No, Harrison puts a licking on him. Take a look at this hit. Just boom. Try to get that ball from the quarterback, but he is not going to let go of it. And it puts him at 3rd and 7. Fighting Irish trying to stay in this game here, and so far I'm really impressed with what they're doing right now. They're not being lackadaisical. They're staying with it. They're fighting, trying to get back to the lead. As you see, Gant here chases down Nick Jack there on that play, and that puts him now in a 4th and 7 situation as they kick a field goal to get 3 points and be within a point now of the Stanford Cardinals. This is 14-13 now. Take a look here at the action early here in this one. Another Pac-12 matchup here. Colorado and Utah. Colorado leads this one 3-0. We'll see a kick here now to Crowan, and we'll see if he can try to run this one back like he did 2 weeks ago there in Berkeley, as he gets a 35-yard return on that one. Almost broke that one off, but he gets in some good field position to start off here on this drive. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals as Davis here looks back, fires, throws this one there to Williams, and Williams gets the catch, but only a gain of 9 on that play. So now 2nd and 1. Davis here drops back in the pocket here, looks and jumps up in the pocket there. Throws this one to Black for a gain of 14 on the play. Black 2 catches, 33 yards here today, as he is looking for his first touchdown here today. We'll see if we can get him in the end zone. Davis throws this one up the middle there to Barber. Barber gets the catch, and what a hustle there from the big tight end. 35 yards on the play. That puts him there in the red zone now on that big, deep pass play. Davis has been doing pretty good here, throwing up the middle there, but we'll see Walker here trying to get out of the backfield, and he just gets back to the line of scrimmage there with no gain. Go now to a 2nd and 10. Another opportunity now here for Stanford Cardinals to get something going as Walker again gets the ball. Walker runs this one. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line for a new set of downs here. 1st and goal. They can pretty much call anything they want here in this situation, but I wouldn't be surprised. Yep, that's what I was going to say. Wouldn't be surprised if they go to Walker, and Walker gets back to the line of scrimmage there for no gain. And Scott there to stop him there, denying him a chance in the end zone. So now 2nd and 10. We'll see here what we can do. Is Walker again gets his number called, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown. 2-yard touchdown run on that one, as that is Walker's 9th rushing touchdown of the season, his first one of the day. And we lead this one 21-14 as the crowd here at the farm are getting rowdy. So possession lead here in this one as we now Jack here in the up the pocket there. That one gets almost caught there by East, but Watson gets the stop. Nice tackle there. We'll go now through a 3rd and 10 here. Jack for the Fighting Irish throws to Carter. Carter gets the catch. Gain the 4 on the play. Puts that 2nd and puts that 1st and 10 there for that first down. 2 catches, 7 yards there for Carter. Murphy in motion here as we get 1st and 10 there. Actually, it was a 4th down there for the Fighting Irish. Got too excited there. And we'll see that that's going to be a ball. It's going to be batted away there for Malone. Intended there for Black. 2nd and 10 now for the Cardinals here, as we'll see a pass there thrown. That one's going deep, and that's going to be an interception. 2nd turnover of the game here. And honestly, you guys, I don't think this was an interception. We take a look here at this replay, and I don't think he came down in bounds. And we'll have to see what the coach is going to do here. Coach T.J. Bonds is going to do. And Coach T.J. Bonds throws out the red flag here, saying, hey, he was not in bounds. And he had 1 foot down, but it was not in bounds. And we'll take a look here and see. And yeah, you have to say it was not in bounds. And they say the ruling on the field is reversed. So, okay, so if that's the case, why do we don't have the ball? So it's a 1st and 10 here as Davis, or I should say Jack there, Notre Dame still had the ball there. They give him the ball. I don't know what the deal was, but that shouldn't be their ball because it was not an interception. He was out of bounds. But they give it to Gilbert Joseph there for a 13-yard reception. And I'm sure Coach T.J. Bonds is going to go talk to Pac-12 and the NCAA officials about this and petition this, because that should not be their ball at all. 1st and 10. Someone maybe in the comments there, in the comment section there, explain to me about that, because that should not be their ball. As Chase Gant gets the tackle for loss there, a loss of 3 on the play. 2nd and 13. Neal here holds onto the football there. Boyd trying to get it stripped. And only gains 2 on the play as he's had a rough day here today. 8 carries for 16 yards. Only getting 2 yards a carry. 3rd and 11 now for Jack and the Fighting Irish, as we'll see a screen pass there to Neal. Neal trying to hold off these Cardinals there, but he gets a 9-yard reception. And he's going to be short of the 1st down marker. He goes with a 4th and 2 for the Fighting Irish here. Maybe the last chance now really for them to get something going, as they do get the 1st down. James Davis puts his head down and gains 3 yards on his 1st carry here today. 1st and 10 for the Fighting Irish. They're down by a possession. Jack drops back in the pocket here, scrambles, but he gets taken down there by Gant. A loss of 6 on the play. What a great pass rusher. Great pass rusher there as he gets a hold of the QB. 2nd and 16. Jack drops back here. He is looking, he fires, throws this one there to Montgomery, and Montgomery gets the catch and gets out of bounds quickly as he gets another 1st down. 1st and 10 here for Jack. Jack looking down the middle there, finds Mason. Mason is just a yard shy of getting into the end zone there. Scott Mason, wide receiver there, gets the catch. And now they're on the 1-yard line here on this 1st and goal. Man in motion. Jack, play action here, throws this one, finds Smith, Tony Smith. 1st reception of the day for him, 1st touchdown of the day for him, as he's in the end zone there, and they're going to go now for 2. Try to tie this one up here with this 2-point conversion, as it's 21-19. Got another tight ball game here today at the farm, as we'll see a pass there to Patrick, and they tie this one up. But whoa, wait a minute. It's offsides on the defense. Parks, he was in the neutral zone there, and they decline, and he does. They go ahead and still get those 2 points. So 21-21 here with 1:48 left here in the 4th. We'll see Davis throws up the middle to Barber, and that is going to be a reception, or no, a drop reception there. Goes to 2nd and 10. He dropped it instead there. 2nd and 10. Davis here scrambling around. Looking, fires, throws to Brian Fields, as that is going to be a 10-yard reception there for him, as he has now 42 for the day. 3rd and inches here. Hand this one off to Walker. Walker breaks the tackle. Walker going down the field. Walker could take this to the house. He gets to the 20, to the 25, or excuse me, the 15, and that is a huge run there. 1:08 left here, 21-21 here, a big run play there. Take a look at the replay. Oh my goodness, if he could just broke that tackle there. he would have been in the end zone, and we would have a 1 possession lead. But it's still tied 21 all. Under a minute left here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to take their time here. Stanford is. Davis here scrambles here, go over to the right-hand side, looking for somebody in the end zone. Throws this one off his back foot there, but gets to Thomas Black for the first down. That is 10 yards on the play. And they're going to mark him just shy of the first down marker instead. 21 seconds left, but 2nd and inches. Play clock is still running here. Both teams have their timeout. Stanford just taking their time here. They don't have to do too much here, as long as they just don't throw a pick here. Davis here looking. He gets hit as he tries to fire that one in there, intended for Black. As that is going to now be a 3rd and inches now here for Stanford. Stanford, 6 seconds left here. They got all 3 timeouts. If this play does not work out, they got to call a quick timeout. Throw up the middle there to Murphy, and that is going to be a touchdown. Stanford on the board here again, 28-21, 3 seconds left. What can Notre Dame do? Well, Stanford says, you know what? We're not going to let you do anything. We're going to go for a 2-point conversion, but we have a flag on the field here. Oh, it's a delay of the game there. They were celebrating just a little too much there, and Davis now is going to have to set back. But Coach TJ Bond says, hey, it's on me. Let's go for 2, and let's see what they do. 27-21 here. 3 seconds left. Of course, play clock or game clock's not going to start. But Black trying to get it in there for the 2-point conversion. He is stopped. He is denied a 2-point chance there. And it's going to be a 27-21. So our fingers are tied here. Fans here at the farm are holding their breath on this kickoff. Let's try to avoid getting them a kickoff return here. Briggs kicks this one here deep. We'll see if they're going to run this one out. And no, Davis is going to go ahead and kneel there. With 3 seconds left here, they got 1 shot at the end zone here. Coach TJ Bonds is telling them, give them padding. Let them go as deep as they want. Jack throws this one as he gets hit there, and that is going to be your ball game. Joe East on that hit there. Great job there from him. And we win this one here in a final. Close game here. What a classic indeed. Final score, 27-21 here at the farm. As Stanford there, wow, the fans are rowdy. They know how important this game is. So does Notre Dame. But nonetheless, here we get the victory and we get the bragging rights again for the 2nd straight year now since Coach TJ Bonds has taken over the helm here. And we have defeated them 16-24, 229 yards and 3 touchdowns. Of course, 1 interception there for Davis, his 15th of the season. Don't forget about that. Of course, he could have had 16, could have had 2 interceptions, but that last one did not count because it was out of bounds. Yet Notre Dame still got the possession of the ball. I don't understand that. I don't know what the deal is about that. I might have to look up the rules for that. If you guys know what the rules are, let me know down below in the comment section. I would really like to understand that rule. Because to me, by rule, if that was not an interception, then that play didn't happen. That's just an incomplete pass out of bounds. I don't know. But, not too happy about that at all. But hey, we still got the victory nonetheless. And we are now going to move on now to the Pac-12 championship here coming up, as we have another bye week coming up here. And we will, of course, have a bye week video in episode number 30. And of course, we had a bye week between this game and the Cal game. Really not too much, any changes in recruiting, I guess you could say. So that's why we didn't have a video there. So we'll have an update video about what's going on with the team. So I'll show you guys if there's any changes in recruiting. By now, I'm hoping with this game here, we've got a couple more people signed to us. Of course, we've had some battles with some recruits, and we'll get into those coming up here in the next episode. So take a look at your numbers there. Walker, 11 carries, 83 yards, a touchdown, his 9th of the season. Davis, 2 carries, 5 yards for the game. Receiving wise, Barber, your top receiver, 5 receptions, 94 yards, and a touchdown, his 12th of the year. Fields, 4 receptions, 42 yards, a touchdown 4 touchdowns now for him for the season. Black, 3 receptions, 43 yards. Murphy, 3 receptions, 41 yards, and a touchdown, his 5th of the year. As for defense, Cronin, 5 tackles, a tackle for loss. Mosley, 4 tackles, a tackle for loss. Harrison, 4 tackles. Gant, 2 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks. And then Smith, 2 tackles, a tackle for loss. And Watson, a tackle for loss, and a sack there in that one. So we had 3 sacks in that game against Nick Jack. You take a look here at the defensive numbers for Notre Dame, and of course their numbers on offense also. Really good game. Really enjoyed playing that game. A lot of fun. I love games like this. Of course, you don't like to be on the opposite end of it. You don't want to take the loss either. But this one was fun, and it was a good way for the seniors to go out. But yet the work is not done yet, as we still have a shot at having a decent bowl game here this season, and also, of course, the Pac-12 championship coming up very, very soon. So as you take a look there, 3-9 now for Notre Dame. A narrow escape, definitely indeed there, as Notre Dame just couldn't quite pull up the upset, but we were able at the same time try to avoid being upset there, especially from an unranked team like Notre Dame. But we'll see what we come up here. We'll see also the next episode, like besides seeing what happens in the next episode with recruiting, we'll also take a look at the standings, stats, show you guys some of the stats for Taylor and Steve for their teams, and show you guys the top 25, of course, and see where we're at when it comes to the bye week going into conference championship week. So that is it for this episode of the Stanford Cardinals Online Dynasty. If you guys did enjoy today's episode, which I think you guys did, hit that like. Don't forget, those are very important to the channel, as we're trying to get more exposure to this second channel here on ESGNet LP. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. Check us out there for the latest news and events on what's going on in the channel. Also check us out on the main channel on ESGNet. The link is also down below. Follow us on Patreon if you want to be a Patreon member. Great way to support the channel, and there's some pretty good perks there for you guys who happen to join the channel. It starts as low as $1, and you get some pretty good perks. There's three different tiers there that you can join, and they all have different perks in them. But that's it's pretty much it for today's episode. So definitely come on back for episode 30 as we get ready for the bye week, and of course setting up to see who we're playing in the Pac-12 championship, and for the for a bowl game. I think right now we may be up for the Rose Bowl, so should be a good one. Cannot wait, and we'll see how things go coming up in episode 30. But as always, keep yourself, each other healthy, wear a mask, stay safe, and I will see you guys next time.